Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of VocalEssence and Organist Choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day I've selected a composer who's had a role to play at both organizations. Today it's the British composer Francis Grier. Francis Grier, not only a composer but a psychoanalyst, a fascinating man, has written lots of choral music. He was a chorister at St. George's Chapel, and he was an organ scholar at King's College. So he has a great affinity for singing, for choral music. And over the years, I'm very fortunate to have had a chance not only to meet him, but to perform a lot of his music. In 2006, VocalEssence gave the world premiere of his Passion of Jesus of Nazareth. We did a performance in Minneapolis, and he was with us, as was the librettist, Elizabeth Cook. And though we're not going to do anything from that piece today, I needed a page turner for this, and Dan Dressen is with me, who was in the cast for that performance in 2006. I'm going to play a piece of his that we've done at Plymouth Church called Christ's Love Song. And it's one of those pieces, it starts just a cappella with one voice, then you start adding more voices, and as it gets to the end, it gets more rapturous and bigger and faster until finally, when it gets to the last verse, and this is a medieval text, "Ne dread thee not, I have thee sought, both in day and night, to haven thee well is me, I have thee won in fight." Music of Francis Grier. Now it starts picking up. Music of Francis Grier, Christ's Love Song. Well, one of the things that's fascinating to me about Francis Grier's music is the various ways, it has sometimes a sense of the Renaissance about it, because you have what he just did. You have a chord like this, and maybe one group is doing that, while another group is going. that sort of affect idea of music. So this piece is a setting, it's called Panis Angelicus, bread of the angels. And here, the tenor and the two bass parts just do an undulating chord back and forth. They just go. And that just continues all the way through until the very, very end of the piece. And finally, in the last measure, they then sing Panis Angelicus. But while that's happening, the tenor and soprano solo are doing what I talked about with that kind of Renaissance idea. So you'll hear this. I'm going to play just the beginning part of this and the end of it for you. So you get a sense of that kind of wonderful mystery about it. And near the end, again, this is continuing. And then they sing together. And then they sing the text. Francis also in 1994 wrote an Alleluia, and I love this piece because you have a simple chordal part where they sing over and over, but in between, various soloists sing the text of Alleluia, and that's the only word in the text, and it gets thicker and bigger in the middle and then comes back. And sometimes the solo part has wandered off into other keys, but you keep coming back to this sense of God and Alleluia in B flat. So when it begins, you have just a solo soprano singing Alleluia. And then the chorus. And then they hold that, and you hear. And then two sopranos. And then you hear. That repeats several times, and then clamorousness with and then you hear and then, like at the beginning, just imagine hearing that kind of wonderful sound in a place like King's Chapel in Cambridge. Music of Francis Grier. Have a wonderful day.